Welcome back to Jay's Garage. In this video, we are going to be buying a go-kart and modifying it so that my full-grown ass can sit in it. This is going to be a part 1 of 3 series. In the first video, I'm going to buy the go-kart, fix up all the broken parts because I'm buying a non-working go-kart, and just get it running. And then the second video, we're going to actually be modifying it so that I can fit into it, getting everything working right, putting a new seat into it. And the third video is going to be us having fun. We're going to have fun for a couple of hours, and then we're going to sell it for a profit. So this is a 3-part series. I'm also going to make it into a full long-form video. Hopefully it'll be about 25 minutes long for you guys. So if you want to see that, I'm going to put all the videos in a playlist. But as of right now, let's just get right into it. We're going to take a couple of the mowers off the trailer and strap down the rest of the stuff so that there's enough room for the go-kart. I'm optimistic that it's a good deal, but I want to see it with my own eyes first. So I'll see you guys there. Okay, so I'm sitting outside of O'Reilly's Auto right now. I just went and took a look at the go-kart, and he told me for the last season he tipped it up on its side like this and it leaked out all the oil. But I wanted to test it before I purchased it. So I'm about a half a block away from his house at the O'Reilly's. I'm going to pick up a bottle of oil and head back to his house. See you there. Bam! It's like the perfect use of $150. I got the engine to run. I started it up. He's got a torque converter on there, and the sprocket's just sitting there. There's not a chain on it, though. I don't know where the chain's supposed to be leading to. Oh, it's from right here to here. That's not that big of a deal. So I got the engine to run. What I'm mostly concerned about on this thing is this brake is completely off. But I can see right here that this bolt is very loose. There's a nut back here, but it's pretty loose. And if you're liking the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Any support you guys give to the video sincerely supports me here on the back end. Comments especially, and sharing the video also. If you like what I'm doing over here, make sure to share this with your friends. And let's just get right back into it. I have a flat front tire, and my tie rod is missing a nut as well. But honestly, all that should be really simple to slap back together. The sellers seemed as happy as I did, so let's just get right back to the house. We are back home, baby. It is 6:30 in the afternoon, and it's still 96 degrees outside. It is so freaking warm out. I'm just gonna start fixing things before I even take it off the trailer. We got the bolt. I've got a very similar bolt, slightly longer. Easy. I have this little mini bench vise that I didn't bolt down yet, but this tie rod's bent right here. I'm just gonna try to use the vise to straighten it out real fast. Pretty sure it's gonna work. It's already getting straighter. That's amazing. There's still a small kink in there, but it's about 10 times straighter. I'm ready to get this off the trailer. Just like that, it's on the ground again. Ready to roll. I say that. Wow, that steering wheel is so bent. I wish I would have tried to sit in it earlier, you guys. I just tried to climb on in and I realized that it's a bit small. So I just took a couple of minutes and took off this brake mechanism. I was thinking it wasn't going to work the way it was set up, but I'm going to slide this over just a little bit if I can. I just loosened it up. All right. So I was seeing a little bit of oil leak. He told me all the oil leaked out, like I said, because he tipped it up like this all winter. But I just wiped that up, and in under 10 minutes, this is how much oil I have. It looks like it's coming from that bolt. I don't think it's coming from any further. Potentially it's just loose. I'm going to try to tighten it real fast. I'll let you guys know what I see. I gotta be honest, it did not feel very loose. But I tightened it up just a teeny tiny bit, and I'll let you guys know in about 10 minutes. Gonna get that old gas out of there, because you never can trust when somebody else gives you fuel. Damn! That's the problem right there. There's a few problems, but that is like a 1/4 inch thick of freaking varnish. Oh no. Let's get that put back together. All right, I cleaned the carburetor. It's looking brand spanking new. I'm gonna put it back on, see if I can get this engine to idle. That was one of the dirtiest carburetors I've ever seen in my life. The fact that it was even starting when I was pulling on it before was a miracle. The chain's not on, the brakes don't work. I took this wheel off, but I just want to see the engine running and idling. We're gonna try that. First of all, it smells like a dead, like, burning rat's nest. That's not very good. After I tightened that bolt, it doesn't look like I'm leaking any more oil. There are remnants of oil, but I don't see any more drips. I'm gonna spray down the whole face of this engine in hopes to maybe identify where I'm leaking oil from. Honestly, I hope what's happening is that there's leftover, like, residual oil in the exhaust, in the oil box, and it's just draining out. Because it does look like it's coming from, like, up here. You see that? There's so much oil dripping from up here. Potentially, it's not actually a leak. I got my chain all measured out. See that? Looking pretty good. I'm gonna pop that master link in there real fast. Where's it at? Right here. Hey. Easy. We only needed one hand for that, you guys. The guy that sold me the go-kart told me he had a chain for me, but when I measured it out, it was only like 6 inches long. If you can see, I think that that's all straight with the next one. It's pretty straight, but I also hear a little bit of shimmying, and I think it's crooked, just a little bit crooked. And every once in a while, the chain rolls over and smacks right into here. It's not hard or anything. So in order to combat that, I loosened up this set screw here, and I moved that over just a half an inch, actually less than half an inch. Just tapped it over and tightened it back down. And I stopped hearing that sound for a little bit. Then I heard it every once in a while, just shing, ting, shing, ting. But I think it's gonna be okay. This one right here, this guy is my brake, and I need to move that in. I'm gonna bolt this down like such. And then I need this housing to line up with that a little bit better. Whoever put this together put in these like spacers right here, and it's hitting against that, so I can't actually adjust that in. So I'm gonna take my Dremel drill. You can see these little lines I've kind of carved into it. I'm gonna try to cut out on this first silver one here with the Dremel cutoff wheel and knock that little guy off so I can tap that in, you know, another 1/4 inch or so. And then tomorrow morning when my Amazon package arrives, I'll have brakes. At that point, I should be able to test drive it. I won't have a seat, and it won't be very big. I won't be able to fit very well, but I'm gonna try to extend it as soon as possible. Last night I was trying to bend the steering wheel back, and I just completely snapped it off. I got it sitting over there, but I'm gonna just tack weld that back on. You know, clean it all up, put it back together, and I'm gonna have a working go-kart here in just a few days. Hey guys, I'm out here a few hours after I wiped up all that oil. I'm not seeing any residual mess. It actually looks like that might have just been what was happening. It was draining out all of that old oil. I put fresh oil in it yesterday, and everything that was leaking out was actually pretty gross. So I'm hoping that was just his mess, not my mess. I've been tinkering away. I didn't tell you guys, but I actually had that chain sitting in my garage already. I do a lot of mini bike repairs, and I end up with a bunch of centrifugal clutches and such. So I had a small chain, and I had a bigger chain, and I got the small centrifugal clutch, and I got the big gear ratio. I got a whole drawer full of boxes full of parts from different things. And these two were in there, and I had the small chain. So I cut down the master link today, This is the actual, like, the extra pieces of that chain. So I was thinking about seat ideas, and Soraya suggested that I keep the backrest he gave me, but I use the bottom of one of our old office chairs that we don't ever use. And she was kind of onto something there. Looks pretty good. But when I climbed in, the backrest and the addition of the seat made it significantly smaller. And I was already having size issues. Gathered up all this metal here, and hopefully in part 2, we're going to be cutting this up, making it bigger for me. The plan is to cut this weld off, cut this bar, cut that bar. This weld's already broken. Cut that bar, cut that bar. I'm just going to extend the frame, say 6 inches, maybe even 8 inches longer. I have these, like, conduit pipe, about an inch thick. I think it's the same size as that frame one. And I got this longer one, which I can cut to the same length and do the same thing. So I will see you guys in part 2. And if you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I feel like I'm asking a lot, but honestly, you guys, it's only a click of a button for you, and it's going to get us to monetization. And when we get monetized, I'm going to be able to do a lot more fun projects and even give back to my community. Thinking of starting a series. I don't know what to call it. Maybe if we get $1,000 a month, I can use that $1,000 to, I don't know, give back to my community. Buy cheap vehicles and give them out to people. Buy little mini bikes and give them to kids around me. You know, stuff like that. That would be very enjoyable to do as a series. So if you guys can get me monetized, we're going to start doing that as fast as we can. Part 2 will be coming out in a week. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you want to see the new videos, and I'll see you there. Deuces.